The enhanced damage to demons, I guess, is from the pole runes. And it helps a lot versus the High Council. The enhanced damage to demons, I mean. Because the max damage Grand Charms that I have, the damage from those gets applied to the enhanced damage from demons. Or are there two demons? Dang, 25 lifesteal? I didn't know I had those. It's one away from perfect. That res could be up to 36, I think. Is that right? No, 24. This one also one away from perfect. Okay.
Good day.
So I'm just going to do some High Council runs today. Um, probably for like an hour and a half. But we'll see. I'm thinking 3 stashfuls of junk, maybe. I heard a rune. Eth rune.
I can't
Circlet. Grand Charm. What's that Grand Charm? Tur. So right off the bat, I need to go get a
Good day.
gamble a heavy gloves.
What you need?
And if I remember, then when I go to gamble, do I have money? Yeah. When I go to gamble, I'll check for pelts as well. Heavy gloves, please. Okay, let's make sure this is doing the thing. It is. Excellent. And I still have to go pick up more trash off the floor. 5 mana steel, so that's bugged. It's not supposed to be able to get mana steel. The life steal turns into mana steal sometimes. I don't remember the cause. Like what makes that happen.
Greetings.
14 maximum damage, required level 30. Because of the low required level, I'll keep it. I'm not sure what would be a perfect roll for level 30. I picked the razor bows as potential
I am overburdened.
low-level dueling trophies, even though I play single player and don't duel. Because Larza can give them up to 4 sockets, so they
Can't
can
carry anymore.
at least in theory, they can trivially beat Robo Bow. Robo Bow. This one and this one.
Greetings. Stay a while and listen.
I mentioned, I think, in last night's video that I want to pick 2 days a week to stream. I don't know that Saturday, which is right now, will be one of those days or not. I just felt like playing for longer than 30 minutes. I got a lot of work done at my parents' house today, picking up tree limb debris. After the hurricane. What was it? Hurricane Beryl? The fence, the deer fence around his garden got destroyed in some spots from trees falling on it. So we chopped up those tree branches and took them away. Put them in burn piles. And then burn piles and also sorry, I'm trying to think while also read, and it doesn't work well. And then firewood. So some of it will be burned to destroy, and the ashes from the burn pile are where the greenhouse is going to be. And there will be some plants planted into the greenhouse so that the burn pile ashes will act as fertilizer. And then some of the less wonky pieces of wood can be used as kindling, and then the bigger branches just as actual firewood to heat their house in the winter. What did I just pick up? Sacred Rondash, I think. However that's said. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to town.
Good day.
Drop off some of this stuff. It's a lot of scrolls of identify. And I picked them up to make it easier to see what's left on the ground.
Greetings.
And then after picking up the debris, we cut down 3 trees, which are now debris to pick up later. Trees that got damaged or were already dead and posed a risk to their house or car. They still have probably a couple more trees that have to go due to being a risk to the house, but in general they're getting pretty close to having a safe radius around the building. Let's see, I'll go ahead and look at this. What else is here? Nothing. Required level 26, but Bloodletter is better. Yeah, Bloodletter is better.
I am over.
I don't actually want the Paladin shield. Sometimes I just click on them if I have space left in my inventory, because there's potential for like something really busted, but it's not really an item that I'm interested in. Oh, I forgot to click on the gem shrine. It's a shame. -1 perfect skull. There was a gem shrine right there.
I am overburdened.
Because of the lighting and brightness of my screen, it's sometimes difficult to read
I can't carry anymore.
the words behind the town portal. I have the brightness relatively low and the color heavily red shifted.
Hello.
Like nightlight mode all the time. 20 life. Perfect roll, but no prefix. The only charm that I keep with only one, let's see, affix is the 4% magic find small charm. Which 4% is a perfect roll for the small charm in 1.07. So I need to gamble a heavy gloves.
I am overburdened.
I know someone who likes to identify every sorceress orb they see. I am not that person. I think they want like 3 fireball, 3 fire mastery, 3 fire skills, 20 faster cast rate. I think that's their dream orb. Okay, and I am looking for heavy gloves. Oh, there was one. Acquired level 61. low rolls on everything and nothing actually good. Alright. At my parents' house, I had beef again. They still had brisket since I visited last week. That was weird. He was like horking, but he couldn't reach. The rare cudgel has a very low chance to be a low-level dueling trophy as well. If it has like 2 open sockets and I think it's like 2 druid elemental skills or something. Something like that.
I am overburdened.
So I'll usually pick up the rare cudgel. And that's not it. The axe in my offhand does not negatively affect my damage output. All attack rolls are made from the main hand weapon.
How may I help you?
So the axe is just amplify damage and barbarian skills. That's all that applies. Where's that shrine? There it is. I look for the gem shrine so that I can collect perfect skulls. Yep, I knew that was coming. I could see my life bar hit 0 and not come back up. The way to reduce that would be to have your resistances overcapped by 140. Because the conviction aura reduces your resistances by 140. Also, you can leave the zone and come back, like with a town portal. And then the aura that they have will have changed.
I can't carry anymore.
It's okay, I play softcore, so if I die it doesn't matter. And losing money doesn't matter. But yeah, if you're playing hardcore and you see conviction, then you either need your resistances overcapped by 140, or just leave the zone and come back so that they roll a different aura. As soon as a viewer joins, yeah, I did it just for you. I was like, oh, my viewer count went up from 0 to 1. Time to die. Actually, I don't even know if I can see my viewer count. I would imagine I probably can somewhere. Might is also dangerous, but not nearly as dangerous as Conviction. And there was a Cold Enchanted, Lightning Enchanted guy, and the Lightning Blobs can do, I think it's like 680 damage each or something when they have Cold and Lightning Enchantment. And so then when you factor in minus 100 resistances after the Conviction aura, it's very easy to die from Lightning Enchanted under Conviction. Oh, I guess my vitality is relatively low. wonder, was there a particular item that I wanted to equip that required that much strength? Probably not. I was probably just going for more damage.
Good day.
Who knows? No, I don't. Well, I have an infinite stash, so I'll keep it, but I don't like it. The resist can go up to 36. The 6 dexterity is a perfect roll. I'm only keeping it because of the low required level. Well, the low required level and the infinite stash. If I didn't have an infinite stash, that would have gone straight back on the floor. Oh yeah, 1.7 is, I think in general, 1.07 is more interesting to play than Classic because of the various items that are available. And Classic is more either if you're just like super into time travel or if there's particular items that you're trying to get. And the one that I recommend is the Gold Find boots and belts, because they can get up to 119% extra gold from monsters on your boot and belt slot, which beats the 1.07 War Traveler, and it beats the what's it called? Gold Wrap belt. The Exploding Potion I picked because it is a consumable. Okay, I want to check if the cleaver is ethereal. It is not. Amulet.
Carry anymore.
Is amulet the only thing left? Razor bow. Okay. Amulet. Razor bow. What's the shrine? Yeah, I think I think Barb is probably the easiest
Greetings.
to go through Classic with. Other people disagree, and that's fine. They're like, oh, you know, the Corpse Explosion Necro is so busted. And I don't even know what we play means. The Corpse Explosion Necro is so busted. It's like, well, yes, but the Barb still kills faster. And the reason that I don't like the Sorceress for it is because there's not any sources of like really high mana after each kill like this, the 37 that I have here.
I am overburdened.
Battle boots. It's holders. Let's clear this crap out.
Day.
14 to maximum damage. No good. The maximum damage goes up to 40. 20 on a prefix and 20 on a suffix. I guess that's it. And of course, in 1.0, another potentially interesting thing to do is if you have the Millibrigas set
Stay a while and listen.
and you die while wearing it as a paladin, the +1 to paladin skills from the full set bonus stays active. So you can get your skills up to level 99 by just dying over and over and over. Which is potentially interesting. I already have several of this. It's a good boot, but for me, I'm using Natalia's because of the resistance, even though the resistances on it are low. I think the resistance is probably better than the 50 life. But I haven't really done any math on it. So then you could have like a level 99 Blessed Hammer with a level 99 Might to boost the damage on your Blessed Hammer. But it takes a lot of time to die 99 times or 70 or whatever.
Overburdened.
So I don't think it's really worth it. Also, when doing Cow King runs, because the Barbarian has 2 weapon slots that can hold items, you can slightly more optimize the chance of forcing double drops or triple drops or whatever.
Good day. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Just go to town.
Stay a while and listen.
If you're going to be rushing for like the Hellforge quest, then probably the Sorceress is probably best. I need to open this guy. Then I think I'm in V. Yes. A lot of sapphires in this one. I have about 500 sapphires. And when I get to 1,000, then I'll do a crafting stream. If I remember right, it takes like 3 hours, but I might be remembering wrong. And this is a big window. It's either 3 hours or 8 hours, and I don't remember which. That's a pretty big difference. I think 8 hours might have been when I was doing amulet crafting, a 1000 amulet crafting pack for someone else. Yeah, oh, are you the one who asked me and I gave you like the Pure Diablo link to go read about time traveled items? $14. Yeah, I think I have like a 27 and like a 32 maybe, something like that. But I craft at higher level, so it's not optimal. I craft at level 19 instead of level 6 for those. Level 6 is your best chance to get the FCR MPK, and I do level 19 because I want a rare with Magic Find FCR and MPK, and I want to have both Magic Find affixes available on the rare. So it's extremely suboptimal. And it will take about 18,000 sapphires on average, of which I have rolled, if I remember correctly, 3,000 so far. Yeah, I can't remember if it's 8 or 6.
Good day.
And I don't do it myself at that level, and I never have. So I would have to go look it up. Yeah, the potential is incredibly busted, but the odds are similarly busted. So but other than that, the crafting in 1.07 is mostly, I think, about the weapons and the gloves. I mean, there's potential for other stuff. You can get some really oh yeah, rings, but the source of runes for crafting rings is typically going to be Hellforge rushing, which I absolutely despise doing.
I can't carry.
So I don't do that. I mean, I'll craft if I find I think it's Co. Then I will, I'll craft it. But I'm not gonna go rush 200 guys to the Hellforge to get 20 Co runes. That's just not gonna happen.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I kind of like, I do this because I was like, well, I'm playing anyway, so I might as well record it. And then if people watch it, great. And if nobody watches it, oh well. Um, and then I think the main thing that I have going for me that the other Diablo 2 YouTubers don't is because I time travel, I'll find items that people have never seen before. Like top 10 items that you won't believe are real. Runeword not X-lated, call can. Yes.
Hello.
I have the idea to start doing 2 live streams a week and try that out for like a month and then see, if it's working. Like, do I get viewers? Do they stick around? Do I have fun? Am I totally exhausted when I'm done? Etc. And then, if I like it and if I'm getting good viewership, then I might do more. And if I don't like it, or if I'm not getting good viewership,
I am overburdened.
then I would probably go back to mostly just doing videos only. Flesh render, I think I already have this. I can't imagine I haven't found one of these before. I'll when I put it in the stash, I'll look at it more closely and read all the stats. But I don't know what the modern one does, so I can't tell you what's different.
Stay a while.
Yeah, at some point, let's see. Once I get Gladiator's Bane here, so when I reach level 85, I'll be able to put on Gladiator's Bane and then put on some more magic damage reduction and some more physical damage reduction. I'll need some integer physical damage reduction. I don't know where I'm going to find that. Maybe Sol Runes. Then I'm going to do wait, I don't even need that. Because at 1.07, the Souls Ritual, you only need like, I think 5 or something like that to force uniques to drop. And then I can go farm a bunch of uniques to show them off. Also, when I reach level 85, if I haven't already racked Gladiator's Bane, then I'll probably do a racking tutorial. So 20% Deadly Strike, Crushing Blow, 15% Open Wounds, Prevent Monster Heal. I'm pretty sure the 130% enhanced damage is like it always rolls the same. It adds 35 to 50 damage. It says 150% damage to demons, or sorry, to undead. The modern version would read 150% 50% enhanced damage to undead. It's the same thing. It's just that the 50% enhanced damage is easier to understand and add into your damage formulas. So there's that one. But like I said, I don't know what the modern one does. I don't know what a lot of modern uniques do. I don't really play that much. I don't know if it, I'm not 100% sure how many it is to get uniques. I think it's about 5. So here I might die because of the conviction. If one of these guys has lightning enchanted and cold enchanted, it gets really spooky really quickly. Because the conviction does minus 140% to all resistances, which puts all, or to these 3 rather, which puts all of them at, well, this one at what, like minus 80 something, and everything else at minus 100.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. Good day.
Six to maximum damage is no good. When you're first starting, 6 is okay, but at that point, I would rather just have like a resistance charm or something. I don't like using the Great Marsh Waypoint because when I tried that, the ghosts will sometimes just like wander through the wall, like out into the void and not come back. Yeah, this is not a mod. It's just an older version. The most straightforward way to install this version is to go on eBay and buy a disc. And I don't have D2R, so I don't know what the install process would look like to have both. I think D2R is like a different game and installs into a different directory, but I'm not sure.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, that's all that's left. Is this? I use Trend Shadow, so let me see. If I go here and then I do this, I can pull up a website without showing anything crazy by accident. Yeah, let's see. I'll delete that. Okay, that's fine. So on this website, I think you can see it on screen, purediablo.com. If you go navigate to their forums and then find home, Diablo franchise, Diablo 2, single player forum, and then you're going to look for community and links, and then you're going to look for Trend Shadow version switcher, and it has a link to a guide that tells you how to install using Trend Shadow, and it has a link to all the various patches, including 1.10a beta and 1.10s beta, which were never live on Realm, and of course 1.07 was never live on Realm, and then I guess it stops at 1.13a for some reason. And then you'll also look for, let's see, this one. I don't use that. No CD pack. So this link will bring you to a Google Drive, which gives you a no CD crack for each version. Pluggy has 1.07. I've never heard of that. I'm not saying it's not true. I've never heard of that. One thing though about 1.07, I'm not 100% certain of the cause, but I think it's dependent on whether you're using a CD in your optical drive or not to run 1.07, where there's a bug that if you like equip your weapon, like a character that's not a barbarian, um, equips a weapon like on weapon slot 1, right? And then here they drop the weapon in at the same time they weapon switch, then the two weapons will become temporarily one item and merge all of their stats together, including damage. So you could wear 2 bone snaps and get the damage of 2 bone snaps and the 80% crushing blow, uh, for example. But I think that only works. It's either it only works on very old versions of Windows, or it only works when you're using an optical drive with the CD and the CD slot to launch the game. And I don't know which. But like the way that I have it installed, that does not work. On Pluggy, that would not work.
Yes.
Okay, so like it gives you the versions, but the infinite stash only works for like 1.14 or 1.13, I guess. There's also a version switcher called Cactus, which I know nothing about, except that it's on GitHub. Another thing, if you're going to play 1.07, that's useful to know is when you have full rejuvenation potions or regular ones, you sell one to a vendor and then shift right click, and any belt slot that already has a rejuvenation potion will fill up.
Hello.
Good day.
That's really important for your sorceress, so that you can have unlimited mana. Especially if you don't have mana per kill rings yet. But also just to counteract mana burn. That was spooky. That's how I died earlier today already. It was the lightning enchanted, cold enchanted conviction combo.
I can't carry anymore.
Double razor bow?
I am overburdened.
Okay. Let's see, I saw Lion Helm. I think I saw a circlet? Yeah. Okay, and then I'll get the double razor bow. Razor bow, razor bow. Yeah, it's probably 1.10 plus. Because 1.10 is what a lot of mods were designed for, and they all use Pluggy. And when I say all, I mean Median XL and Eastern Sun. So. Uh, 1.08 is, I think the main thing of interest there is the 6 affix jewels. I guess that's it. Also, I guess if you're into PvP items, then the Deadly Crafted Belt using the Mal rune on the first 14 days of the month, I believe is how it works. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're right. 25 FCR amulets. That's right. I forgot about that because I've never actually seen a good one. I've had one, you know, an amulet long ago, an amulet with 25 FCR, but I've never had one or seen one that's actually good.
I am over.
Oh yeah, and also that's the highest odds patch to roll the Resistance SOJ. It's easier to get the Resistance SOJ in 1.08 than it is in 1.07. By like 10 times or something. It's pretty significant. So if you want the Resistance SOJ, then roll it in 1.08. Three to skill Java Shield. I've never heard of that. Probably in the Pure Diablo forums and the 1.08 news info and gossip topic on the single player forum, you'll probably be able to find all the day of the week and day of the month crafting recipes. The only one that I've ever seen anyone roll extensively was the Blood Crafted Belt. My planned build, I'm trying to make items for a 1.14 Hurricane Druid who only kills with Hurricane. And, oh, yowza. And in the meantime, I'm making several characters designed specifically to farm items that he will need, or to farm items for the characters that will farm items that he will need. So that's fun.
I am overburdened.
So like what I'm doing here in 1.07, I'm looking for trophy items. I'm looking for what's it called? Mana per kill rings. So I'm looking for sapphires, and I'm looking for pelts with +6 to Hurricane.
I am overburdened.
Okay, I think I see everything. And there's nothing there. Pelts, the best way to get is to shop them. Sapphires, the best way to get them is to farm Travancore at 1.0. So like this isn't ideal. So what I'm really doing here is doing a type of run that I like, which is the 1.07 High Council, and then looking for trophy items like The 40 to maximum damage Grand Charm. Swap cast. I don't know what that means. I do know that, for example, if you throw a javelin with Lightning Fury and then switch your weapon, the mods from the weapon that you switch to will apply to the javelin that was thrown. So you could, for example, switch to Bone Snap to gain 40% crushing blow, or you could switch to a weapon with lots of poison damage to kill slivered
I am
monsters.
overburdened. Yes?
It also works for your bow. When you shoot multi-shot and then switch weapons, then the mods from the weapon switched to will apply to the arrows from multi-shot. I found 2 set amulets in the same run. Unusual.
Good to see you.
They do have 3 to skill gloves crafted in 1.07, but I've never heard of shields. So a couple of the builds that I have not yet completed that I will potentially be using to farm items for my Hurricane Druid is 1.14 Ice Maiden to run the High Council there. For facets, oh yikes, facets and hybrids, and then a charged bolt sorceress that I want to try running Duriel with, quest bugged Duriel. But if the Ice Maiden works well enough in the High Council, then I probably won't do the Duriel runs. I think it's like 25,000 quest bug Duriel runs to get 10 plus 5 cold facets. 10, let's see. 6, 10, yeah, because the pre-buff is, instead of being Call to Arms, his pre-buff is going to be 10 plus 5 to cold skill damage facets.
Good day.
If you have a source of damage taken goes to mana, that can be really helpful against mana burn. And I usually wear Night Smoke on my classic character. Well, usually. I sometimes wear Night Smoke on my classic characters for that reason.
I can't
For
carry
the
anymore.
damage taken goes to mana. Okay. What did I pick up? I do not know.
I am overburdened.
Whatever it is, it goes back. That one. I think I see everything. And And there's nothing there. I need to go spend money. 3 to combat skills, 3 to increased speed.
Yes? Stay a while and listen.
Okay, I will gamble 4 circlets to reduce my money.
Welcome to the Desert Rain.
I might also pick heavy gloves that I see for the chance that they upgrade to vampire bone gloves. But I'm not looking for them, so I'll probably miss them if they spawn in the window. Here. Let me see. Gonna see if I have anything like Lance Guard. Not particularly interesting. Lidless Wall. +0 to poison absorb per character level on Lidless Wall. It appears to not actually work. Yeah, that's not what I thought it was. This one, Visceratuant with a +2 to Necromancer skill levels. Let's see, I don't have a lot of stuff. This one I think is worse than modern versions. The Guardian Angel. Skulders gets 30 vitality. The repair is faster, it's 1 every 4 seconds. And the magic damage reduced is 25, which is higher than the modern version. Let's see. String of Ears always rolls perfect damage reduction and lifesteal. 15, 15%, and 8%. And these are some of the ones that I have. There's a lot of interesting uniques that I don't have. The War Traveler always spawns 45% Magic Find, but it also has 100% Gold Find. Chance Guards, I think, has a lower maximum roll, but I don't know what it is. Jalal's, I have no idea what modern Jalal's does, but this one has knockback, which I think is not on the modern version, and it's bad. So, 2 Druid, 1 Shapeshifting, 25 Crushing Blow. I unfortunately don't have the Ariat's face on this guy, or on here. Let's see, the amulets I think are mostly the same. Rings, Nagel Ring is always bad, 15 Magic Find. Weapons. Why do I even have these? Rogue's Bow, I don't even know what that is. I don't think I have any of the interesting ones here. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Yeah, wrong one. Razor Switch. Is this the one I'm thinking of? No, I'm thinking of Ribcracker. Yeah, Ribcracker is extremely different. Regenerate mana 20%, 15 dex, 100 defense, replenish life 15, 20 FCR, 3 to cold skills. So that's very different. Let's see, do I have Bartek's Chop Chop? No. At least not here. Titans, I think it's worse. I don't remember. 2 to Amazon, 1 to Javelin Spear. The knockback is really nice. I don't know if the modern version has knockback or not. Pole arms, nobody cares. Does that? I have 2 Hone Sundance and they both have 1 socket. Seems likely that it probably only rolls 1 socket, but I can't say for sure. Kelpie Snare, yeah, that's the one. Slows target 100%, which is capped, I believe, at 75% per source. So this actually only slows target 75%. And then I don't. Bloodletter is different. Has more damage, I think. And it doesn't have the plus to whirlwind and stuff. So that's a quick rundown of some of the differences. But like I said, I don't have like the really interesting ones like Shaco, Valor, Grandfather. Ariad's Face. I used to, like 11 years ago, maybe longer. Probably longer at this point. I don't use the save button on Atma. Sometimes items will disappear on me, but it's pretty rare. Maybe, I think it does. I think Ariad's Face has like 15% enemy defense rather than minus. I think it just says 15%, which in 1.07 sets their defense to like 15% of whatever they have. So if their defense is 100, then it sets it to 15 instead. Oh yeah, the old Valkwing. I think I actually have that, but it might be on someone, or maybe I gave it away. I think I gave it away. Rituals versus racking. Rituals for sure. You can also stack Magic Find. I think you only need like 350-ish to force the High Council to drop unique class-specific items, I believe. But yeah, rituals for sure. You would only need to do like 1 or maybe like 3 or something. And then just go kill everything. Basically anything that a monster can drop, rituals will be better. Only rack the stuff that they can't drop, or rune word bases. Like if you want to get Berserker Axe, or Thresher, or something like that. You can also rack, circlets are a good candidate for racking, because they always spawn at least magic. They won't spawn white. You still have very low odds of actually getting anything interesting, but you can get a circlet every 10 seconds, so that's not too bad.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Did I have? Oh, okay. Screw
I am
it.
overburdened.
Just get rid of this stuff. The single resistances on the small charms go up to 12, and the all resistances goes up to, I believe, 6. instead of 5. Yeah, the old rib cracker is
Hello.
not useful. I think I have an ethereal one that I forwarded and upped, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the interesting thing about the racking weapons in 1.07 is that they will have higher maximum damage when forwarded than the same weapon that you rack in 1.13. Ethereal only. Because the ethereal bonus in 1.07 is 1.5, or sorry, 150% maximum damage instead of just 150% damage. And then when you forward it, it gains 150% damage. What am I looking at? I'm looking at nothing. Fair enough. So the maximum damage gets the ethereal bonus twice, which is really cool for mercenary weapons. Or for like the Doom rune word or whatever. Doom? No. Death? Whichever one is indestructible. I don't know. Currently racking Shaco. I don't know. I don't know if monsters can drop Shacos. I feel like they probably can. I guess Oath is a rune word that turns indestructible. Also, if you have a Zod rune pre 1.10, then you can make any item pre 1.10 permanently indestructible, or any socketed item. Because then when you forward it and remove the Zod rune, it remains indestructible. So if I found a 1.07, 8, or 9 Zod rune, then I would probably make an Ethereal Enigma. Even though, like, not because of the better defense value, but just because. I would have the only, well, I'll say one of the only, and possibly the only Ethereal Enigma on Earth that was indestructible. I'm sure there's people that make them and then let the durability run to 0, but mine would last forever. Yeah, there's the treasure classes are bugged in 1.07 to make it so they're far more likely to pick from their normal treasure class. And like here, the named council members only drop from their normal treasure class. Ord rune, which includes the runes they can drop. So the named unique council members can only drop up to Thul rune. They can't drop high runes. Only the minions can. Through the Grimward. Amazing clickery. No good. The damage is too low. Shame. 47% enhanced damage. It can get up to like uh, 550 or something like that. So you didn't know that. You didn't know what? Oh, about the ethereal, the 1.09 Zod. Yeah. The only issue there is good luck getting that Zod rune. And it cannot be cubed before 1.10. Oh, I was already done. Okay, why did I not leave? Interesting. So it has to drop naturally. So enjoy your lifetime of 1.09 cow runs. Or if you're feeling lucky, your 1 in 2 million chance on the Act 5 sparkly chest.
I can't carry anymore.
It could happen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never really had anything interesting on Realm. Uh, I was poor and did not understand game mechanics or which items had value. Like the most wealth I ever had at one time was like 6 SOJ. Like I was so ignorant about the game that I thought the 32020 was a hacked item because it was a small charm with 3 modifiers.
I can't carry anymore.
Stay a while and listen.
I think that's my Venus glove, which I almost certainly already have multiples of.
I am overburdened.
Mhm.
Good day.
I don't know if anything rolls on here. I think it's always the same roll. And in general, the set items did not change from 1.07 to later patches. There might be a few minor differences. And there's probably like one with major differences that someone's going to be like, this one's different.
Hello.
Yes. All crafted items in 1.07 can get magic only affixes. Bloodcraft can, if they roll life leech modifier. So here I have a bloodcrafted glove, and one of the mods that rolled on this glove as an affix was life leech or life steal. And so the plus to life, like here's a bloodcraft, it has plus 11 life. The plus to life turned into life steal, in addition to the affix life steal, in addition to the bloodcraft life steal. So that works on the weapons too. So you could get a weapon with like, more than 30% life steal. The enhanced damage can roll higher than 500%. When you save and exit, I think it's capped at 515, and so it will truncate if it was higher than that. And then Natalia's helm I'm not going to take. Let's see, is there anything else worth mentioning? Oh yeah, and then crafted weapons, armors. I guess that's about it. Maybe shields. Always get 3 sockets from Larzuk. So if you bloodcraft a weapon and it's a high enough item level to get 3 sockets,
Good day.
and the base can support 3 sockets, then Larzuk will give it 3 sockets.
Stay a while.
There is no up tier in the older versions. Like this version, there's no up tier recipe. I think that was added in 1.10. You can, so the crafting recipes for weapons here will accept any weapon as input. So you could, craft a exploding potion. You can craft Wirt's leg. You can craft the Herodric staff. You can craft Kalim's will. You can craft.
I can't carry anymore.
Let's see, what's another one? I feel like there's something from Act 1, the Herodric Malice. All of those things can be fed to the crafting recipe. Most of them don't have affix pools. Like the quest weapons don't have affix pools, so they won't spawn any affixes. I think the potions don't have affix pools, so they won't spawn any affixes. They'll just get the crafting bonus.
Greetings.
But you could have like oil potion with lifesteal. I think it gets the crafting bonus. Here. Well, let me kill these guys. We'll go find out. I'll pick a level 1 Ort rune and use it. There's a jewel. Another thing about 1.07 is the Ruby Jewel of Fervor, the damage one. A perfect roll is 30% enhanced damage, not 40. So the Ruby Jewel of Fervor is weaker.
I am overburdened.
I need a griffin headdress, and I need a small charm. Hello? Thank you. How full is my stash? Not really. It's fine. 18% enhanced damage. So I'm going to mule so that I can get an Ort rune. Let's see, runes, F through R. Okay, and then this guy. There might actually not be any Ort runes in here because I craft with them. And oh, yeah, there's none in there. Okay, what about runes F through R? It's a lot of ith. Ort rune, alright. Ort rune. Okay, and then V. Get rid of these things. And I'm going to craft an exploding potion. Just for you guys. Okay, and then let's see, I should have one called Exploder. Weapon, throne, Exploder potion. Get this out of here. So this is a weapon, right? Exploding potion is a weapon. So now I have 4% life stolen per hit and 17 life. Exploding potion. Yay. Because the crafting recipes will accept any weapon. Also, Charcy will accept... Do I have an imbue?
Good day.
I wonder if she'll take this. No. Do I have any crafted ones? No. She will accept crafted rings and amulets in her imbue. This weapon, this item might freak Atma out, the mealing program, and corrupt my character. I'm not sure. I don't think it will, but like I said, I'm not sure. So I'm not going to keep it. I'll throw it on the floor. But there's some items that aren't supposed to exist that it doesn't know how to read, and so instead it corrupts your character.
I am overburdened.
And there's some items that aren't supposed to exist that it tells you it doesn't know how to read, and then reads them correctly anyway. The main one is anything that has hit freezes target will 100% corrupt your character every time. So don't show those to your mealing program. Yeah. So that's going on the floor. And the quest items do the same thing. They don't draw from any Apex pool. but otherwise they gain the crafting recipe bonus. I wonder, I'm gonna have to look up what's the damage on an exploding potion. I wonder if that thing got enhanced damage. Because I think enhanced... Ooh, Ort Rune. Gladius. That's Bloodletter. And Bloodletter is different. I already showed it in my stash, my Atma Infinite stash. The other thing about the 1.07 weapon crafting is that it will accept any weapon. Oh, I already said that any weapon is input, so that includes, like, you can use a unique weapon, you can recraft a crafted weapon, which is what I do with my Scourge. So you don't have to find a new one to craft each time. And you can use white, or blue, or yellow, or green. All are accepted in the weapon recipes. Let's see, what's the damage say? 16 to 30. Okay, I'll have to see if I can find an exploding potion. Another thing about crafting is you want to craft in the same game where the rune dropped, because the item level of the rune is used in the crafting recipe, and the item level of the rune when you save and exit gets set to 1. 1 to paladin skills. No good. Whereas, like, when the monsters drop it, like when Travancore drops a rune, it's either item level like 90 or 94.
Hello.
I think are the two options.
Good day.
And the unique council members at level 94 drop Bale Grand Charms, but not Bale Small Charms. Circlet, I already have like 70 of that from when I was racking. Circlets.
I am overburdened.
Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I no longer keep fast run walk charms that don't have a second affix. Every time I say the word affix, I have to then think prefix suffix to make sure that affix is the one that refers to both. I do that every time. Avenger Guard.
Good day.
I've never heard of that. But I didn't do dueling, so I guess that's probably where that would have been used most. The only things that I was really aware of were Map Hack, Picket, and Chicken. And of course the bots that would automate bail runs all on their own, usually as a hammered in. in 1.10 probably, when the Blessed Hammers would also hurt the Heraldric Ancients.
I can't carry anymore.
And I would, instead of getting Paladin Combat Charms, I would get Paladin Offensive Aura Charms so that my concentration aura would be higher level and boost the damage of everyone else's hammers a bit more.
Yes.
Because the offensive aura grand charms were basically free. But mostly, you know, I played online like a total noob, and then one of my buddies got me into single player where I actually started learning about the game. I think online, or maybe it wasn't single player. I can't remember. You know, I had heard of the Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting and how valuable it was.
I am overburdened.
And I found a Jeweler's Monarch of the Colossus.
I can't carry anymore.
And since it wasn't of deflecting, I thought, oh, this must have no value. So I sold it to Akara.
Good day.
I am overburdened. Oops. I can't carry anymore.
Yes.
Good day.
They have that on maxroll.gg. I don't have a link to it, but I've seen it on, I think, a Sweet Phil video. Oh, I should have bought those gloves. And it goes through like various items and their relative value.
Hello.
They can't get 3 from Larzuk. They can only get 2. And I wouldn't, like, I didn't know that Lifesteal was a desirable mod there. So I probably have thrown that away. But, you know, since I'm single player, it's fine. If it's not an item that I was going to use, then ultimately it doesn't matter if I throw it away.
I am overburdened.
Yeah.
Good day.
And I do keep some PvP items, but only, you know, the ones that I know. Like if I found a 6 javelin, 40 increased attack speed made in javelin, or whatever. Then I would keep that. I stopped talking while I'm working because I'm counting in my head to make sure I get all of them.
I am overburdened.
Yes.
Oh, you can shop those? I didn't know that. Okay, this is dangerous. Anytime they have conviction is dangerous.
I am overburdened.
Good day.
In 1.07, you can get druid pelts from shopping right here. I've showed videos of that.
Good day.
And I have one 6 hurricane pelt. I want 2 more
Hello.
before I socket them. Hello, are you going to give me an example?
Good day.
No?
Welcome to the desert rain.
Elzix is not cooperating.
What you need?
You need a mana per kill ring.
Good day.
There we go. So that's how you get pelts in 1.07. You can also wear Night Smoke. For the 50% damage goes to mana. And you can of course wear any gear that gives plus to mana. Crown. That stays on the floor. I believe Crown is significantly worse. Did I? No. Than the modern version. Which already isn't good. So.
I am overburdened.
I might identify it, but it goes right back
I
on the
can't
floor.
carry anymore.
3 whirlwind. Wow. There we go. Crown. Raise it. No, you're not. I know you can carry this. There. 4 lifesteal, poison resist 50, 40 defense, half freeze duration. No, that's not correct. 1.08, anything can drop in theory from a monster. Even the bosses.
Stay a while and listen.
Magic Find has very little effect on your unique drop rate. If I remember correctly, the Magic Find number that actually gets applied is your Magic Find divided by 128. So if you have 128 Magic Find, then it has the effect of 1 Magic Find. I think that's how it works. I read that a very long time ago. So there may be newer, more accurate information. But I know it takes,
I can't carry anymore.
in the Infinite Magic Find ritual, it takes 2 hours of rituals to force uniques to drop in 1.08. You use racks for certain uniques. If you're doing rituals, then you can get most things just by doing cow runs. And you can, if you're not going to multi-client, then use a barb and hork everything. There are certain items that will not drop from a monster at all. So like if you want Gladiator's Bane, you have to rack it. I think if you want Arcane Veiler, you have to rack it.
I am overburdened.
But I don't know the list of items that can only be dropped from a rack. Oh, sure.
Yes.
No, it does not. It just,
Good to see you.
you just get a lot more items than playing on Players 1 normally. But I know there are some uniques that are highly sought after that you can get with the ritual. I just don't know which ones they are. I do know that laying of hands must be racked, and that's a set item.
I am overburdened.
I'm not super familiar with what items are in what treasure class and which items can and cannot drop from monsters, but I do know of the treasure class bug
Can't carry anymore.
where they have a upper limit incorrectly. And that bosses are limited to their treasure class from normal difficulty. But in 1.08, all items can drop.
Stay a while and listen.
So if you want them for use in modern versions, you can run them in 1.08. Just do 2 hours of rituals. Equip a bunch of physical and magic damage reduction gear so that the souls can't damage you. And then just do full clears of Act 5. You need like 80, I think 80 physical damage reduction for the souls to not hurt you, something like that.
Hello.
I probably will do that at some point, but it's
Hello.
not like high on my list of what I want to do. I have the Time Traveler's Infinite Grind playlist. I think that's what the playlist is called, where it shows some of the different techniques for getting items. And whenever I do a crafting tutorial video, it would go into that playlist. Like I showed in there how to do the Cocoon Touch Simulator, how to do the normal Cow King runs in Classic. I think I have a 1.07 shopping video in there for getting pelts.
I am overburdened.
But that playlist is to show the different methods of acquiring items rather than showing lots of gameplay.
Hello.
So at some point I'll probably do a crafting tutorial for 1.07 and put it in that playlist. I heard a rune drop. But in general, I just like to play, and then I'll talk while I play. Either about the game or just about my day.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, I need that falcon mask. And then my inventory is full. I think I'm going to call it here when I mule off this stash into Atma. I'll reply to any more comments and then end the stream. Yeah, racking was the norm until finding the ritual. Yeah, a lot of it's not in video form. Especially for older versions, because so few people play them that nobody makes videos about them. So and it would probably be multiple videos, I don't know. Like one about weapons, one about gloves, one about boots or whatever. Rings, amulets, Hellforge rushing to get crafting runes, etc. Which means I'm going to have to do some Hellforge rushing, which is going to suck. But it's fine, I'll live through it. Let's see. Alright, thanks for watching. And I'll see. I'm thinking that if I stream, because I want to do 2 days a week, and I'm thinking Wednesday and Saturday might be good. I have a lot of free time tomorrow, but I don't know that I'm going to use it on Diablo 2. So I'm not going to try to promise a stream for tomorrow. But I will try to promise a stream for Wednesday. And just like, if I'm too tired, just tough it out and go live anyway. But we'll see what happens.